We started with a story that broke in June when a federal child protection law was ordered to be drafted in a bid to protect the most vulnerable in Dubai.
We spoke with Anita Akkawi, a child abuse expert, about the proposed law and the changes it will bring.
The study examined the need for a child protection law in the UAE and the barriers to its enactment and implementation. I mean, in recent years, there has been a growing attention towards child abuse and child protection matters in the UAE, as highlighted by the media. However, efforts seem to be insufficient to address all the challenges in a holistic manner. Despite increase in reports of child abuse, the UAE does not have a law that protects the rights of children. The Ministry of Social Affairs drafted a federal law in December 2008. However, it has not been enacted yet. Part of the reason for this may be that the role of the different related institutions involved in the execution of the law is ambiguous. There is no holistic system to point out at the moment. Apparently, even though a law was drafted, it seems as if it was not a priority on the government agenda until recently. And the least to say that the law developments are unknown. What I could say is that the child protection matters in the UAE are currently being dealt with in fragmented and dispatched manner.
I mean, looking, I guess, at that idea of sort of the fragmented maybe approach that we're seeing, at least currently, I understand that the definition for abuse, for child abuse, is, well, it isn't really one. It itself is fragmented, and there isn't a clear definition of what constitutes abuse. Why is that? I mean, where does it stand right now when it comes to definitions of child abuse, and obviously what challenges does this present?
Yes. There is yet a misunderstanding of child protection and a standardized definition of child abuse. The issue of child protection and abuse is marked with many social and cultural sensitivities. In diverse communities such as the UAE, clashes arise due to cultural differences of ways of children upbringing. Hence, the definition of abuse diffuses and takes on a different meaning according to different cultures. So, with no standard definition, the practice of child protection will be subject to different interpretations.